Former Vice President Dick Cheney thanked President Trump for pardoning his former Chief of Staff Scooter Libby for phony charges related to the leaking the identity of a CIA official. Former Vice President Dick Cheney insisted in a new interview that the enhanced interrogation techniques he supports are not torture and must remain in place, and said they are much more effective than asking terrorist suspects politely for information that could save lives. White House National Security Advisor John Bolton said Sunday that no benefits would flow to North Korea until the peninsula is so far into the denuclearization process that it is irreversible. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo fired back at ex-CIA Director John Brennan Sunday for saying North Korean leader Kim Jong-un has been masterful in duping President Trump, dismissing the comments as silly. House Homeland Security Committee Chairman Michael McCall, R. Texas, said Sunday he expects Iran to retaliate in some way for President Trump's decision to pull out of the Iran nuclear agreement. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo said Sunday the U.S. will have to assure North Korean leader Kim Jong-un it will not push for regime change as a precondition for a historic summit with President Trump. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo said on Sunday that North Korean leader Kim Jong-un is aware of the international spotlight cast on him and his rogue nation as he prepares for a historic summit with President Trump. A deal reached by the United States and North Korea to denuclearize the Korean peninsula could be given to the Senate for ratification, National Security Advisor John Bolton said Sunday. National Security Advisor John Bolton said Sunday that when an optimistic but realistic President Trump meets with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un on June 12, denuclearization of the Korean peninsula will be non-negotiable. Sen. Bernie Sanders, I, Vermont, on Sunday struggled to explain why he voted for President Obama's nominee to lead the CIA, but opposes President Trump's nominee, even though both were in the CIA when it ran controversial enhanced interrogation techniques that many call torture. National Security Advisor John Bolton praised Sen. John McCain, RREs, on Sunday, but declined to say whether the White House should apologize to him for saying his view doesn't matter anymore because he's dying anyway. National Security Advisor John Bolton said Sunday that the Trump administration may end up sanctioning European companies that deal with Iran, and said those sanctions could ultimately convince Europe to pull out of the Iran nuclear agreement. A federal district court in Seattle has scheduled a trial for the lawsuit against President Trump and his proposed transgender policy for the military, but do not expect judgment anytime soon. If you assumed the president doesn't care about clean energy, think again. House Speaker Paul Ryan, R. Weiss, declared Saturday that President Trump will be an asset for Republicans competing in the 2018 midterms. The Israeli military is doubling the number of troops it has around the Gaza Strip and occupied West Bank for Monday's opening of the U.S. Embassy in Jerusalem.